Hi, Henry. This is Viola here. Thank you so much for sharing your business card with me. It was such a pleasure chatting with you and your wife, Calicia, earlier today at the birthday party. And like I promised, I said I would give you a video customized on exactly what needs to happen. I did find your Instagram page, and I'm going to go over exactly what needs to happen for your online presence to bring in more clients, more revenue for your contracting business. So when somebody jumps into Google, right, and they type in Handyman Loganville, Georgia, Google's job is to put them in front of the business owner or article that pretty much has the most words on it. And that's one of the major factors in regards to getting on this first page. So the first thing we see are ads, right? These are obviously the paid advertisement on Google. When you bypass that, right next to the map pack, or right next to the map, we call it the map pack, and you'll see three businesses that populate in this section, and this has everything to do with citations. A citation is simply your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Instagram is one of them, White Pages, Yellow Book, Manta, Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, like all of these are citations. So the strategy here is the person with the most citations wins. So for example, if TMB Handyman Solutions has 303 citations, then you need to have 330 so you can outrank them, because you and I both know if we click here, there's about 2,000 other businesses that are doing the same thing in the same area, but nobody goes past page 1, as we've expressed before. Then you have this section here, and this is the organic section. So this has everything to do with a backlink. So a backlink is simply where you have, actually let me jump into this tool that I use to better understand what I'm talking about. So this is a tool that I use called Ahrefs. It just allows me to see the back end of a website and see what's going on. A backlink is simply where you have a site that has a link on it, and if you click on it, it takes you over to another site. What that does is it transfers power to that site. So basically, if Google has already given the site power and now it has a link saying, hey, look at this site over here, then Google's going to now crawl it and give that site power too. I don't want to get too technical, but backlinks are super important, and the more backlinks you have is not necessarily the better, because not all backlinks are created equally. So you want to have a link that is linking back to you that is pretty relevant to what it is that you do. So let me see if I can find a weak one. They look like they have all strong ones. Startup Web Solutions. You see how this is a low number? It's a 22. This isn't that strong because Web Solutions doesn't have too much to do with Handyman, even though they put it in, that's their business name in there. So that's why, you see, Google knows that they don't do Web Solutions. They do handyman work. It's almost like you got a link from a pizza shop, right? Google knows you don't sell pizza for a living, so the link is just not going to be as powerful as if it came from another reputable construction business, right? So if you're beating them in backlinks, then you're going to start, and you're also beating them with citations. The last thing I wanted to touch base with you on are keywords and content. So let's go over to that website. This is theirs, TMB Handyman Solutions. They're ranking pretty high, and I'll show you how much clients they're getting on a monthly basis just from this simple website. They don't even have, I mean, as you can see, it's not the best looking website, doesn't have a whole lot of information, but they're winning. And the reason why they're winning is because A, they do have the website, and then they have the right information on it. Google doesn't care what it looks like, they just want to make sure that the information is there. So for example, this is a great picture, but when I go to save the picture, this is what Google is reading, whatever the picture is saved as. So you see it's saved as download. That's not an opportunity, that's an opportunity right there that's missed. Because if you take a look at the keywords, we're back in the Ahrefs tool here. If you take a look at the keywords that are working, okay, Handyman Loganville, Georgia. This says here that 80 people look for this keyword per month on Google. This company gets 8 clients out of those 80, and they're in the #1 position. You see how that works? And then let's go down a little more. Handyman Outdoors, Handyman Deck Repair, 150 people look for that per month. They They are in the 26th position for it. And there's so many more. These people are actually targeting a lot of cities. Look, Handyman in Duluth, Georgia. I'm sure you would travel to Duluth. 90 people look for that per month. Okay, and they're really far, but it's still pulling up. You know what I mean? So these are all the keywords that you can target and that you can save these pictures as for your business. So I know you mentioned to me already that this is not something that you're going to do, but I like to be as transparent as possible and just to let you know what's to come. So aside from, giving your Instagram a lot of love, definitely would have to build a website, because all roads lead to that. And Instagram is great to have. Instagram is great to have. Facebook is great to have. YouTube, all of these things I believe that you should have, especially considering that Google owns all of them. Right? But you definitely want to have a website because all roads lead to the site. So that's pretty much all I have for you, Henry. I hope that was pretty helpful. The next step is I will probably give you a call, or you could contact me and let me know if this was helpful at all. And I will be going over how this will all pull in together, how it's going to happen, all right, and how we could partner. Okay, talk to you soon. Again, it was a pleasure meeting you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.